to... What? Hey guys, it is Dr. Angela, Denver's weight loss expert, and our resident expert personal trainer, Nicole. Woo woo! Thank you so much for joining us. I'm excited. We actually got a whole bunch of more new members to the group, so I just wanted to welcome everybody who is just coming on with us for like the first couple of days. And our goal is to help you get through the straight path to your health goals. None of this like fluff of like, gosh, in fact, I have a true story. I have a patient yesterday, I actually told her to stop dieting. And you think that's like such as like the most opposite thing you would think I would say. And I said she's so used to jumping on, she did cleansing and she did like recently the keto diet, and then intermittent fasting was a total mess for her, and I said, stop dieting, you need a plan. And so she was like, well, what do you mean by that? I'm like, just eat a healthy breakfast, healthy lunch, and a healthy dinner, but you have to plan it out. You have to follow it. And she was just like, I don't know, light bulbs went out, and so it was just awesome. So that's my job. That's Nicole's job. Hey guys, hey Erica, thank you so much for joining us. So today, in case you didn't catch the title, we want to talk about, this is the one thing you need to do more of to lose weight. So that actually sounds kind of funny, right? Because when we are dieting, we're trying to cut out calories. You're trying to cut out this and restrict this, and I'm telling you, it's not about that. And I recently have picked up some, good exercise and good, dieting habits, but guess what? This is the one thing, if you are perfect on your diet and you're perfect on your exercise, but you are wrong in the one topic that we're going to talk about today, is going to ruin you. And so for those of you who are, again, new to the members, last week I posted some of the top weight loss mistakes, and I'm actually going to be on Colorado's Best again this Friday at 9 o'clock. Channel 2, Joanna and I are going to go over those weight loss mistakes again. But let's talk about the one thing that you need more of to lose weight. So, Nicole, I'll let you give the gang the answer. What do you need more of?
Sleep.
Sleep. You guys, you had no idea that this actually is a game changer when it comes to losing weight. So I actually asked Nicole to come on here because she's getting ready to say goodbye to sleep.
I already have.
Yes.
Up all night.
So tell me, so you're already up all night. So
Yep.
Tell me, what kind of average hours of sleep are you getting right about now?
I probably got about 3 hours last night.
3 hours? Oh,
Yep.
my gosh, that's
It's
like
hard to find a good position to sleep in.
that's barely a trip to Vail from Denver.
I know.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
pretty
just
bad.
one way.
I know.
Yes,
That was last
that's
night,
terrible. So if you guys are watching us live, or even if you're just watching post, how many hours are you sleeping? I'm actually going to post how many hours I sleep because I'm so excited. I'm tracking my sleep. So I'm going to kind of tell you guys, I use the Fitbit sleep tracker. Some people, I think the girls were saying the Sleep Cycle is another free app that you can use to track your sleep. But believe it or not, studies show that the sweet spot of sleep is roughly around 7 to 7.5 hours. So
Yeah, so, and then going further with that, there's research that shows that if you get 5 or less hours of sleep, your BMI is higher, you crave a little bit more sweets and high-fat foods, and then you have these release of hormones that occur as well that actually lead to even more weight gain.
Yeah, so let's take a deep dive into sort of what Nicole is talking about. So believe it or not, so there are 5 total stages. Now we're going to sort of put them in 2 different categories. The first category is non-REM sleep, or non-rapid eye movement sleep. And that actually consists of 4 stages. And then you have the other half of the stage, the 5th stage is REM, or rapid eye movement. So what Nicole was talking about is this, like, stage 1 and stage 2. You're kind of starting to fall asleep, but you're still technically awake. So if someone kind of tapped you on the shoulder, like, Nicole, who's trying to like fight the 3 hours and like wake up. She's like, okay, I'm awake, but her body temperature is slowing, getting, lower. Her heart rate's starting to slow down. She's starting to kind of put herself into that relaxed state. And what happens is that you're starting to kind of like restore and repair and get your immunity, up. In like stage 3 and stage 4 is when you're getting into that deep sleep. In fact, for all of you research people out there, that's where you're starting to get the really cool delta waves. And the hormones that Nicole were talking about, there's several, but some of the main ones. Hey, Christy, thank you so much for joining us. We're talking about the hormones that you're missing out on if you're getting less than 7 hours of sleep. So for those of you who aren't familiar with 2 major hormones, one is called ghrelin. I call it the hungry monster hormone that is produced from your stomach. And then there is a hormone called leptin. Leptin actually comes from your fat cells and tells you to feel full and helps you stop eating when you've eaten enough calories. Now what happens is that if you are getting less than 7 hours of sleep, and I tell you, it could actually only take 2 nights of bad sleep for those hormones to literally, one goes up, one goes down. Guess which one goes up, which one goes down? The hungry monster goes up, and the full signal goes down. You're like, oh no, then this is going to be, and we love Nicole to death, but it's going to be a struggle. If for those of you who have kids, I've got this like blast from the past. I remember like as soon as the baby Haley was born, I literally had to like physically hold my eyes open.
Oh, yay.
So, but what happens is when you're hungry, and especially if you're taking care of a baby or if you're stressed out, you have a long work day, of course you're going to get the good stuff, carbs. So crackers, chips, anything that gives you comfort. And what happens is that, we're gaining weight, but it's not because we're necessarily like making bad choices per se. It's because we're just so tired. We have to have like that immediate, quick fix.
Yep, and your reward centers are pretty important when you're not sleeping as well because of those hormones released as well. And that even furthers your craving for those, instant gratification for the high fat, high sugar kind of things, like foods like that.
Yeah, so she said the exact, the secret buzzword for today, right? Reward center. And unfortunately, sugar loves to find, boom, that part of your brain, and you're all lit up and you're great, you feel good, but then 30 minutes later you crash and burn, and then you're hungry again. And so for those of you, comment below, are you a night shift worker? Do you work in the hospital? Are you like my husband? My husband sometimes has to work from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., but then he has an hour commute, so he doesn't even get home until like closer to 11 or midnight. And like I said, it really only takes like one bad night of sleep for those hormones to just totally like be disrupted, and then you feel it the next day. Mm-hmm. And so those are just the 2 major hormones. I mean, we were talking about like another hormone is stress. So tell us, what does cortisol do on your body?
So cortisol is more of a fight or flight hormone, right? But it actually tells your body in certain mechanisms that to hold on to fat, which, it actually increases central obesity, so around your stomach. And so that's kind of like the worst spot for that. And then insulin. Insulin is another hormone that we look at with that because it actually also tells your body to kind of store fat in a way as well.
Yeah, and thank you so much for bringing those. Those are the other 2 major hormones. Again, cortisol does exactly the opposite of what we wanted to do, gain weight and lose muscle. So like I said, we can literally be picture perfect on our nutrition, picture perfect on our exercise, but if you're not getting enough sleep, that cortisol is just going to resist you. And then I'm glad Nicole brought up the other important hormone that people don't even realize. Your blood sugar regulation is not very optimal because of insulin. If insulin is coming out and it's just, believe it or not, it's actually the worst hormone of all that is making it that much more difficult to lose weight. So you know me, everybody knows me. I'm not, I can be a little lazy, right? I like to go the fast fastest way.
Yeah, but you go downstairs to get your water all the
I
time
know,
now.
seriously. My job is to help you get to things in the fastest way possible.
Yeah.
So that is like my purpose on earth, is to absolutely find the fastest way.
Work smarter.
That's right. So we talked about the 4 stages of sleep and the non-rapid eye movements. So like I said, first stage or 2, your body temperature is going down, your heart rate's slowing down. Then you go stage 3 and 4. That's where the restorative and the repair, you're getting in this deep sleep. And then you're entering the rapid eye movement state. And that's really where, believe it or not, you can burn. I even looked this up, and they quoted a 150-pound person can actually burn roughly around 60 calories an hour, and that could add up to even 500 calories while you sleep. Isn't that amazing?
Didn't know that.
Yeah, that's
That's
like a whole
awesome.
meal right there. But then the opposite, you can actually add 500 additional calories if, again, you are shortcutting yourself on that sleep. So for those of you who really, really struggle, come on in, help. I don't just do weight loss. I don't play one on TV, just not yet. But I can tell you, it's not just about the food, it's not just about the exercise, you have to fix sleep. So my recommendation is track your sleep. So if you guys are watching, go ahead and get either the Sleep Cycle app, or you can do the Fitbit sleep tracker. I'm sure there's also like an Android version to track your sleep, but post it in the Facebook group. I will post mine as soon as we get off, and it needs to kind of look like valleys. If your sleep kind of looks like the Rocky Mountains, where there's too many like peaks, then you need to give me a call, because this is, like I said, can be tough. And I've got a few tricks up my sleeve to help you with your sleep. But you got to come in so that I can talk to you, because everybody has different triggers, different challenges on sleep, and then you can get some generic tips that I will be giving you on TV this Friday at 9 a.m. Channel 2 in Colorado's Best with Joanna. I love her to death. So, but anyway, sleep is something that you need. So before you hop into cutting calories, before you just kill yourself at the gym, hey, fix your sleep and you're gonna do wonders on your body. So now before we leave, another reason why I wanted to hop on, and again, for those of you new, we like to do challenges, right?
Yeah, we love doing challenges.
Yes, because again, this is summer. I don't know about you guys, but I love the summer, and it's sort of like my opportunity to play catch up, because I'll admit I was lazy in the winter time. So we're doing the Step It Up challenge. So give us just a quick teaser on what the Step It Up challenge entails.
So Step It Up challenge begins on Monday. It's just kind of a way to increase your activity level, burn some calories at the same time, and be aware of how many steps you're actually getting in a day. Because a lot of people don't realize that they're really not moving around as much, and it's really important to increase that activity so that your metabolic rate goes up.
Now I see Corby on here. She was in the Bloatbuster challenge that we did last month. So Corby, all right, get your steps on. I want to see how many steps you can get in a day. But it's going to be a fun challenge, and it is your opportunity to win another free MedFit t-shirt from us, and we want you to wear it proudly because you guys deserve it. But anyways, it's all about getting your fitness in. I know some of you guys are basically planning for like a 4th of July, whether it's like going to the pool or an actual vacation. So we got a couple of weeks. So don't forget to participate in the challenge. Actually, all of you guys who are in the Facebook group, you already have access to it. But if you have friends and family members who aren't in the group and want to participate in the challenge, tell them to join the group. That's the only access that you need to get going. And then if you participate in the challenge, we'll put you in an entry to get a free t-shirt. But it's going to be lots of fun. So, but again, thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to pop in your comments or questions. What are you struggling with? Let me know how I can help you, I can teach you. But until then, we will keep talking about the Step It Up challenge, and we'll see you again on Monday. All right, thanks guys. Have a great week.